The guy who said that he's never watched Star Trek, he's insane. Because what planet are you from?
What planet
you
are
don't
you
know
from,
who William
dude?
Shatner is?
Thank you.
You don't know who Leonard
Thank
Nimoy
you.
is?
Thank you. Get him, Perry.
James,
Get him.
James
Get him, Perry.
Doohan?
Get him, Perry.
I know Shatner from like Priceline.
Welcome to Bley's Arcade.
A hey to holler and a ring around the collar. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bley's Arcade. I promised Eduardo I wouldn't yell into the mic, and I've already broken that promise. Welcome, 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 everyone. With me, as always, Andrew. Gruss, let the dogs out. Gruss.
Oh, that one was different today.
I'm trying my best. And Eduardo Perez is back.
Yeah, I'm back. I missed you guys.
Missed you too, dude. What have you been up to? What have you been? Where you
have I been up to?
Out in the big bad world,
Well,
outside the studio.
The World Cup's over, sadly.
So I
decided to come back to work.
Stop taking off work.
Exactly.
Perfect. But you actually were excited because Spain won, and you, in the very beginning, predicted Spain.
That's right. That was my pre-tournament pick. I mean, it wasn't a wild stretch to pick Spain because they were already one of the favorites. But there were a lot of people who bailed on them midway through.
Interesting.
Because of some early performances. I stuck with them, and
you gotta stay with the lady you came in with, you know, like that Frank Sinatra song. And in the corner today, without a mic, Emily, our intern.
She's got a mic.
Oh.
Hello, everyone.
There it is.
Gave her a mic.
Mic is on.
I love it. Gen Z represent. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're going to play a little game and that we made up. And it's, all the games here are made to just enrage the three of us and you, our callers. And this game is called This or That. So today, we have all come up with, the three of us have come up with two choices. And basically, we are going to say our two choices, and you get to pick one of them, and the other one is Thanos snapped. Look at that. Out of existence. Emily loved that one. The other one is Thanos snapped out of existence as if it never existed. So we're going to play a little this or that. 855-266-2604. I'm guessing our listeners are going to be calling in. We did an episode called Rage Takes, which we've gotten a lot of comments over, and with possibly anger of today, because sometimes in life, guys, you have to make difficult choices, and that's what This and That is all about.
And if you listen to Rage Take, you should probably also watch it on YouTube.
That's right.
If you're anything like me watching this on YouTube, Rage Take specifically, take some blood pressure medication.
Sounded like the viewers did as well.
Because
I love.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was incredible. So let's do the arcade rules, which is my pitch for the arcade rules to you guys is the one you don't pick is snapped out of existence as if it never existed.
The person. Series.
So if we're talking about two people, the person not picked, it's like they never existed. The question to you is, if let's say it's a movie, does that movie not exist, or just they would be recast in the movie?
In my scenario, I'll just say, as we are about to tee up examples of this.
Yes.
I believe if you Thanos snap somebody, the thing that they were in never is created.
But then that's not true in the movies because
right.
Tony Stark, remember?
I'm not saying it's a perfect Thanos analogy.
Like Thanos
I'm saying that if I could have controlled the snap,
I see.
You would have never. That movie would have never been made.
Thank
because
God
you were
never got the gauntlet, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, can I just say a thing? Like, what a bad plan. Like Thanos, I don't want to get on a tangent here. But
then don't.
But I'm just saying, he said because his whole thing was balance, right? He wants half the existence now. But also you're killing half your own dudes. You don't want to kind of pick and choose. Like in your brain, you're like half of everybody, but none of my friends. Like, dude, because look,
I respected that part actually.
I'll say, oh wow, okay. I guess that's how intense he was.
Yeah.
Wasn't he just kind of like a loner living on a farm though? So he didn't really care.
No, he was not a loner living on a farm. That's when he went to go retire on a farm.
Right.
He went to go retire on a farm.
But he didn't have buddies. He didn't go to the neighborhood
He had his black
bar.
order.
Yeah.
He had his black order, Corvius Glaive.
I didn't feel like
he was a general.
Let's all together name Thanos' black order. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Corvius,
the needles
Glaive,
guy. The needles
Corvius
guy.
Glaive,
What's his?
the chick with the sword.
Chick with the sword. Played by Carrie Coon, by the way, who's awesome. The dude
Gamora.
No, she wasn't part of the Black Order.
Oh no, that
was his daughter.
You said Black Order, but I thought like the big
crew. The big guy at the hammer, who's trying to beat up the Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay, all of our listeners have tuned out. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with a nerdy one because I know you guys are nerds.
Yeah, perfect.
He says, Star Wars or Star Trek? This or that?
It's very easy.
I think you could punt both to the sun.
Holy shit! Okay, Eduardo.
It's Star Wars.
You're
That's
keeping
the easy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're snapping. You're snapping Star
Why?
Trek. I mean,
Have you seen any Star Trek?
Yes, I have. The newer, but to be fair, okay. So I've watched the Patrick Stewart show.
Yes.
Like one season's worth of episodes there, and then the newer with Chris Pine franchise.
Great.
So there's a lot of stuff in between that I'm not hip to, admittedly.
So I'm going to bring up, and you don't care. This is the worst. This or that.
Well, as I said, I've not watched a single minute.
Had Star Wars or Landman.
Well, that would have been easy.
That would have been easy, but then you guys would have argued.
But I've not watched a single second of any Star Trek show or movie at all.
Interesting.
And as I said on Rage
Wait,
Take,
did you just say Star Wars?
Well, as I said on Rage Take, I enjoy I've watched actually the current trilogy of Star Wars movie, the most recent trilogy, and like those. But like, I would give me any cartel movie over Star Trek or Star Wars.
He said,
that's not what this is. Let's
cares?
just say you were. No, listen,
right, I'm keeping Star Wars.
Yeah, okay. Because you could watch anything, but for the purpose of this game, you have to first.
I've lived in a world where Star Trek doesn't exist anyway.
Okay, there you go.
So like,
so it's Star Wars.
So it's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
I don't think it's close.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say a couple things. First of all, first scripted interracial kiss happened on Star Trek.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go. Between
interspecies,
interracial between between Captain Kirk and Uhura. Oh my God, you guys, Jesus! So it's a groundbreaking historical show. Second of all, Star Trek is all about social issues and talking about social issues, not a bunch of people waving around a bunch of lightsabers. Luke, I am your father. Spoiler alert.
I see what you're doing.
That's right. It was a trap.
I see what
it was a trap.
Here. Okay.
Is that what like Admiral
Except you
Akbar
two
says?
morons are too dumb enough to even fall into the trap. You're like, oh, what's this pile of leaves? Fall in. You're just on a bunch of spikes bleeding to death. You're like, oh, I don't care. The prime directive. Should we mess with other alien species and help them out, even though if they're dying or not? These are big questions that Star Trek tried to answer.
So you're saying, for the record, let's get this straight. You're saying you're taking Star Trek.
I think this is an unpopular opinion, not in this room because nobody has opinions about cool shit, apparently. 855-266-2604. Can somebody please call in and yell at these two idiots?
Non-nerds?
Wow. These two non-virgins.
Yeah.
Somebody yell at these two guys.
Two married guys.
Well,
these two married guys over here.
Yeah, exactly. Which one of us has more Batman figurines in their apartment? Can I say a very quick thing, by the way? I've been playing a lot of Helldivers 2, which is the great video game. And, I love, there is a whole subculture of like screen names and screen handles. And it made me laugh the other day. I was playing with somebody and their handle was Good Sex Haver.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that's really funny. That's really funny. But Star Trek, again, the reason why I put this backwards spectacularly, especially for a first one, was the fact it was kind of like entertainment versus importance. So, Star Wars is just kind of all crazy entertainment. Star Trek, I mean, yes, it is entertainment, but also like of the time in the 60s, it was a very groundbreaking thing to have that kind of a sci-fi show. They dealt with a lot of social issues and, talking about, not just, other alien races and stuff, but who we are as people and as a country and that stuff. So I guess it doesn't matter, but I would pick Star Trek.
Interesting.
I would pick Star Trek. Especially, by the way.
I just don't believe you.
Well, because again, like I and we kind of went over this in our Rage Shakes episode. Star Wars, with every new thing they release, it's worse.
Every new thing?
Almost every new thing.
What are we saying here?
Andor is great.
Andor is amazing.
Great. Mandalorian starts strong,
right?
But for the most part, every kind of new thing they've done has been worse. Mandalorian and Grogu, terrible. So that's all I'm saying.
One thing I learned in the Rage Takes episode about myself as I was watching you guys is I can't stand superlatives.
Ooh.
So when people proclaim the best or the worst,
you're on the wrong show. Then,
yes, I learned this about. I was like, oh,
you're on the wrong show.
This is a problem.
Hyperbole and superlatives are what we deal in. Okay, well, my this or that completely fell apart. Gruss, do you want to try this or that?
I've got a this or that, and I went comedy for my first one.
Okay, great.
And my first guy is Adam Sandler.
Oh, okay.
And compared that with a this or that with Mike Myers.
Wow, we already got a phone call.
And so
we have to pick one, Adam Sandler or Mike Myers.
And I think it might come off as very easy that you keep Adam Sandler and Thanos snap Mike Myers.
So if you're Thanos in this example, though, does that mean we can recast these people in their movies?
I was going with recast. So you can recast Wayne's World.
Got it.
Austin Powers.
I don't think you could recast Wayne's World, by the way. But
Austin Powers.
I don't think you could.
Show favorite Shrek.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, well,
wait, are we recasting with the other? Is that
with
anybody?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just like they don't exist. But I would say, okay, I'm going to pick Mike Myers. I love Adam Sandler. I love both these guys, by the way.
I think Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison are really hard. Like those are perfectly cast.
Yeah, same thing with Austin Powers and Wayne's World, man. I mean, I think first of all, Shrek, one of the greatest films ever made.
How do we land back on Shrek?
I try to bring it back to Taylor Sheridan or Shrek.
But I think everybody knows this, but I'll just say it to say it, which is Shrek was originally to be Chris Farley. And then after he died, then Mike Myers stepped in and did a great job. But yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, Mike Myers has a legendary run. Adam Sandler, who I absolutely love, and by the way, I love both these guys. They're both heroes of mine. So I just want to put that out there right away. I think I will say, but Adam Sandler, his new thing where he does these dramatic roles is great.
Uncut Gems was amazing.
Incredible.
But then you have Inglourious Bastards for Mike Myers.
Well, but yeah, that was a bit part. This is tough.
I thought people's snap reaction would be like, keep Adam Sandler.
Well,
but then it was tougher than
I love Sandler, but again, I think that, Sandler, the thing is on SNL, Myers' run is legendary.
Right.
I mean, I think Simon, he has, even his bit characters are so funny and great. Ooh, this is a tough one.
It's not that tough.
Yeah, so who are you going to go? Sandler?
Adam Sandler. And I love Mike Myers.
Why?
But
why though?
Just the filmography. I mean, I know there's a lot of, maybe not, I shouldn't say a lot. There's some misses there. Higher highs than there were lows for Adam Sandler's films. For me personally, I mean, more class, like you touched on Happy Gilmore,
Billy
Madison, that whole run.
Wayne's
What's
the case,
the other run?
You made the case that Chris Farley.
What is the run?
Chris Farley was originally going to be cast for Shrek.
That's right.
That makes the argument.
Maybe somebody else could be cast.
Exactly.
For Shrek,
right. Whereas I don't know that anybody else could have played Adam. I mean, Uncut Gems. You mentioned again another. I think you mentioned it, or maybe in my mind. Yeah, you mentioned it. Funny People.
Funny People's great.
Yes. So.
Oh man, that scene where he's cancer free and goes back to his house and no one's there and he just is telling his maid or something.
Yeah.
That hits so hard.
To me it's not as close. I like it. I like the comparison. I love both of them. Austin Powers. I mean, that was during a time when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Some of the funniest stuff I had seen. So I mean, Dr. Evil is great.
I mean, and that's not going to be recast. You just don't have that. You just don't have that. You just don't have those. I mean, yeah, that's tough, man. Oof.
But you're sticking with Mike Myers.
No, I guess I'll go Sandler.
Okay.
I think, and here's why. I think if we're just going comedies, again, I love Sandler.
Yeah.
I love both these people. If we're just going comedies, I think Mike Myers, just because his SNL work is so great and was so influential on me personally.
Yeah.
But I think Sandler takes it because of his dramatic work, and I think that I think that puts him over the top. For me.
And the rom-coms. I didn't even list Wedding Singer or 50 First Dates.
Yeah, but to be fair, for me, those don't hit. I really am not a huge, weirdly to say, and I'm only kind of realizing this as I'm saying it, I'm not a huge Sandler comedy guy. I mean, like, I love, like, the classics, but, like, I've only seen Wedding Singer once. I don't go back and watch a lot of those.
It's such a great film.
Little Nicky, I didn't love.
Not as great.
but his highs are high. But I think Sandler overall for me, with the dramatic stuff, his dramatic stuff is, Punch Drunk Love is awesome. Like, he goes toe to toe with Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's great.
But that led me
He's
to like
great.
the thought process of,
It's tough though.
Is there a
Now this is a this or that.
Yeah.
This or that. Gruss's pick or Bley's pick. Gruss's pick.
But it's part of my.
We're going meta this or that.
Immediately Sandler came to mind as I was thinking like comedic actors. I was trying to figure out another comedic actor at that same level of like same career.
I'm Dana Carvey would be interesting.
But I just don't think he has the amount of leading roles that Adam does to his credit.
I see what you're saying.
And so that's where like,
all right, who else would be? Well, I mean,
it's Will Ferrell versus Adam Sandler is probably the more
one. That's tough.
Yeah.
Ooh, who is it? Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell. Who's that?
There you go.
That's tough, man. That's a good one. I don't know.
I'd probably take Will Ferrell.
Oh, that's tough.
I love old school. Oh, yeah.
The thing is, that's really hard, man. I don't know. This or that. I mean, let's answer it. Let's answer the tough questions today.
Who
Will
or
Ferrell,
whom is
who or whom? I mean, I think Ferrell.
They're both in golf projects.
SNL run.
Well, there you go.
How's the Hawk?
golf
Has anyone
projects.
seen the Hawk?
#1 on Netflix.
Anyone seen the Hawk?
it yet.
Have not yet watched it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really hard. I think that weirdly, I think Ferrell has. I think Sandler higher highs, but Ferrell seems like he's kind of done more.
Higher highs is
well, I don't know. Maybe not.
Tough.
Well, what would be like? I would say Billy Madison for me is iconic. So what's a Ferrell project that gets up there?
I mean, I know we only think of it during a certain time of the year.
Brothers.
No, I was going to say even Elf.
Oh yeah, Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. I think I got to go Will Ferrell. Yeah, I got to go Will Ferrell.
Man, but I can stop on Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore
agreed.
and
But also like Ferrell, I mean, Step Brother. Also, yeah, I mean Ferrell has done stuff that, I mean, like his turn in Eastbound and Down is really funny as the car dealership guy.
His villain in Zoolander.
His villain in Zoolander is great. Yeah, I think I got to go Will Ferrell. Also, I got to say, like, do you remember when he did like the beer commercials?
Oh, yes.
He did one, which is such a simple joke, but so funny, where it's like a slow motion shot of him walking through a field and he's like, and he cracks the beer open, but it's only 30 seconds. So it ends before he could say the full name of the beer. Like shit like that really makes me laugh. Yeah. That's so funny. We did a thing back at Late Night with Conan O'Brien where our offices were on the 9th floor and this is on the 6th, our studio's on the 6th floor. And this is like a long time ago. This is when Old School is coming out. And it's a bit. Well, so I go down. I had to run downstairs. I was an assistant. I had to run downstairs for something. And I'm going down to the studio and I'm walking down the hall and there's no one in the hall, which is weird because it's like a hive of activity. And I'm walking down the hall and somebody just goes, "We're shooting, get out of the way. And I'm like, oh, so I like duck into this hallway, which is like where Max Weinberg's dressing room was, this like very narrow hall on the 6th floor. And I'm just waiting. I hear like and then all of a sudden Will Ferrell turns in to the hallway and he's just wearing a dance belt. And he's like, which is basically, he's almost naked. I was like, oh, sorry. He's like, oh, sorry. And because they were shooting a bit where he was streaking down the hallway. And I was like, oh, hey, Will. He's like, oh, hey, how's it going? It was just like, oh, sorry. I was like, oh, and it was very, very funny. But like having like a Will Ferrell, like a shirtless Will Ferrell, like crowd into a hallway with you is really, really cool. But man, Will's a great guy.
Well, let's go to Perry in Jacksonville, who wants to weigh in on your Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Okay.
First, this or that.
Here we go. Hey,
honestly,
oh my God. Hey, Perry, what's up? Let's hear it, dude. Let's hear it.
Guys, I have to weigh in on all of this. You guys, I can't believe you're not mentioning Anchorman. Anchorman.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Anchorman. Dude, you're right, man. You're right. Perry, coming in hot.
But okay, I'm coming in hot because I mean, you guys you're missing a lot of points because, to be totally honest with you, I've been listening to you for weeks now, and you guys are way too young. You guys are way too young to be like movie guys.
Thanks, Perry.
Yes.
Thanks, Perry. What a great caller.
I'm into this.
I have a lot of bones to pick. Honestly,
Let's go.
Honestly, you guys don't know anything about movies.
Yes.
You don't know the 50s.
Get him.
You don't know
Get
the
him.
60s.
He's talking about you
don't know
guys
the
because I
70s.
wasn't here for 2 weeks.
I love it.
Get him.
Perry, what should we know,
But
Perry?
The guy who said that he's never watched Star Trek, he's insane. Because what planet are you from?
What planet
you
are
don't
you
know
from,
who William
dude?
Shatner is?
Thank you.
You don't know who Leonard
Thank
Nimoy
you.
is?
Thank you. Get him,
Or
Perry.
James,
Get him.
James
Get him, Perry.
Doohan?
Get him, Perry.
I know Shatner from
I'm
like
66.
Priceline.
Perry, he just
I'm
said,
66.
yeah, there we go, Perry. Perry, I just want you to know, Gruss is the guy you're talking about, and he just said he only knows William Shatner from Priceline.
Wait, it gets better.
Get him, Perry.
It gets better, Perry.
Get him,
Bruce,
Perry.
tell Perry what
He
you tell us about
started-
watching old
He
movies.
started acting on Twilight Zone in 1958.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Tell us what you
never
tell
saw.
I
You
was
never saw the
30
Twilight
years away
Zone
from
where
being
he's on an
born.
airplane.
Classic.
I
Classic.
don't watch
Are
black
you
and white
kidding?
TV.
No, but I mean in repeats.
Yes.
In repeats. Twilight Zone. Everybody's seen.
Terror
everybody's
at
seen
50,000 feet,
where
dude.
he-
Terror
Why would
at
I watch
50,000
that
feet.
when I could watch a repeat of Sons of Anarchy
Oh,
and
my
have
God,
fun
Jesus.
with Jax Teller?
Perry, I'm so sorry. I apologize for Gruss.
See
He's
what we have
the
to
worst.
deal with, Perry.
He's the worst. See what we got to deal with, Perry.
But,
Perry, we're talking about, first of all, Perry, would you go Star Wars or Star Trek?
in terms of what? In terms of what? Like,
If you could
what-
only
in terms
pick
of what?
one, you only pick one and the other one is erased forever. Do you go Star Wars or Star Trek,
You
Perry?
can only live with one, Perry.
Yes. Represent the
Star Trek.
66-year-olds.
I gotta go. Gotta go with Star
My
Trek.
man, exactly. Thank you, Perry. Exactly. Thank you. See, that's what I said. Now, wait a second.
But wait a minute. Wait, that's not saying that Lucas that it doesn't have a foothold on.
Right.
I
Sure.
mean, Star Wars is one of the greatest films of all time.
Of course.
It's
But
just saying
at
it's
the
not for
same
you.
Time,
Yeah.
no, that's not what I'm saying. It's just that I'm sorry, not Gruss. You're what's your name, sir?
Oh, Aaron, Bley.
Or is he talking about me?
Aaron.
Yes.
No. So what you were saying about the fact that Star Trek was groundbreaking, it was a period of time.
Yes.
I mean, I grew up in the 60s
Yes.
and 70s,
Yes.
and it was groundbreaking with Nick. Oh my God, well, I forgot her name. The black woman on Star Trek.
Uhura. Yeah. Uhura.
Takei.
Yeah.
George Takei, one of the first Japanese gay, individuals.
Exactly.
He's been on Howard Stern talking about,
That's right.
his feud with William Shatner, and he talked about on Howard about being interned because he was a Japanese
Whoa,
during
that's
the
wild.
World War. Did you know about that?
I didn't know about that. But Nichelle Nichols played Uhura. She was the one we're
Yes.
thinking of. Yes, Nichelle Nichols.
Yes.
Iconic.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm saying, Perry. Star Trek, I think, wins because it's groundbreaking. It talked about social issues. It had real meat to it. It wasn't just a bunch of people waving around a bunch of glow sticks.
Can I talk about the social issues
Yeah.
of the Fast and the Furious?
No, you can't. Perry,
Come on.
thank you for calling, my friend. Very quickly, would you pick Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell?
Oh no. I think honestly, well, I'd have to say Adam Sandler because I'll tell you why. His production company,
Yes.
his level of production and his writing,
Yeah.
all of the movies that he's written. 50 First Dates, all his relationships with everybody that
Yeah.
he puts to work.
Yes. That's true.
Will Ferrell does an amazing job with the Anchorman situation, but Adam Sandler down the road. Adam Sandler is one of the greatest movie makers.
Happy
of
Madison.
our time.
You're right. Perry, thank you so much for calling in, my friend.
Thanks, Perry.
Do me a favor before you hang up on me. I really do appreciate you, but I really want to tell you, please, can you guys delve into movies like the old Paul Newman and
yes,
We'd love to. Yes,
old movies.
We will absolutely.
My favorite movie is a Billy Wilder movie called The Apartment.
Oh,
dude! You guys ever saw it?
I just saw that movie where the whiskey bottle's hanging out. Oh no, that's Lost Weekend. I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'll see The Apartment. I love Billy Wilder, dude. That's awesome. My friend, thank you for calling. I love it. I love coming in hot. Perry coming in hot. I love it.
Well, then we have to go to Chad in Texas.
All right. Chad in Texas. What's up, dude? How we doing?
I'm good, but I am not on the same level as Perry. I'll just say that right out.
Perry
Bruce,
came in
what
very
the
hot.
Fuck? I'll say that, though.
I love how you're like, I'm not coming in as hot as Perry. What the fuck, Gruss? I love it.
Fuck. No, I as far as Star Trek versus Star Wars, I'm gonna go Star Wars specifically because those were I mean, I got screwed up and started in the 95 era, so I got to see the special editions first. But I just find it's just Star Trek. I'm not smart enough for Star Trek, so it's kind of boring. It's a lot of gizmos and gadgets.
Fair enough. I mean, it's like the holodeck. It's also, I will say, Star Trek. I mean, to your point, I think that Star Wars is kind of more epic because you have all these different planets. You have whereas like Star Trek, they're kind of always on the ship,
right?
Like they're kind of, it's a lot of talking. Whereas Star Wars, is a lot of beaming up and beaming down and communicators and bloop, bloop, like touching. Yeah. So I get it. I think we're learning if you're smart, you like Star Trek. If you're dumb, you like Star Wars, right, guys? Chad, right?
I don't think that's what
Chad said. Chad, you want to agree with me here, Chad?
Yeah, why not?
Gruss is playing booze right now for me, Chad. Gruss is playing booze.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that, Gruss.
But yeah, Star Wars, I hear you. I mean, Star Wars is certainly a more fun, bombastic watch for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and they do have there's so many branches of Star Wars shows and movies and comic books and the universe is so big.
That's true.
That it has engulfed. I mean, Star Trek is like the same crew, right?
Yeah,
and that's the show, and that's the movies, and that's the thing.
That's true. Now we're on this ship. Oh, now it's a different time in the Federation. Oh, now we're on a space station.
Right.
No, you're right, dude. You know what?
So I guess for that,
you're not wrong.
You don't really need that much intelligence to track the same 10 people. But
I deserve that. I'll take it. I'll take it, Chad. Thank you for calling, friend. You know what? I think Chad might have changed my mind. Now that, or maybe I changed my mind talking to Chad because it is true. It's just kind of like, oh, now you're on this style of ship. Oh, now you're on this ship. Oh, now it's like 500 years before the other one. Oh, now you're on a space station. So now, you know what? I'm kind of going back. I mean,
I think
I'm so angry that Star Wars isn't good anymore.
But I think my introduction to Star Trek was that it was just on UPN or WB in the 90s after a Washington Bullets game. And so there was nothing special about a Star Trek episode in there. But Star Wars had these, it's like, oh, we're re-releasing the movies. And so it just became this special event.
But when I used to work at Kmart, it was like I would come home and at 11:30 at night and midnight, Star Trek The Next Generation would come on. So I really it was like a formative period of my life, and I really got to know the characters. Whereas Star Wars, because they're movies, not so much shows, like Star Trek was, just so many episodes of Picard and Riker and so I felt like I really connected with those characters more than I connected with Star Wars. What's your Eduardo? What's your this or that?
All right, I'll give you it's a classic this or that. It's been done several times before, but I want to hear your guys' take on this. And it's and in my version, by the way, my Thanos snap, you cannot recast. Meaning, if they're snapped out, the movies that they would have been in never existed.
Okay, so you're basically just rewriting the rules, but go ahead.
Well, yeah.
For mine,
exactly.
I'm just changing the
Yeah,
rules. We're going to
just-
play basketball.
We're doing a different
but
topic.
instead
right.
of bouncing the ball, you
That's
kick
right.
it.
Exactly. It's called soccer.
Exactly.
Football.
Football.
It's the classic. It's Pacino or De Niro.
Pacino or De Niro.
Yeah.
That's a great question. I got to go. Oh, that's a great question. Oh, man. You know what? To Perry's point, you go older. You got a Serpico.
Mhm.
You got Godfather for Pacino.
Right.
You have Dog Day Afternoon.
Yep.
A lot. Young Pacino.
Scarface. Carlitos Way.
Scarface. Carlitos Way. I
Mhm.
mean, bangers. De Niro. Look, we got Raging Bull.
Yeah.
Classic.
Taxi
Taxi Driver. You got Mean Streets. You got, that's tough. Putting those guys up against each other is hard.
Those are just the old movies. Oldest.
Then De Niro
movies.
kind of takes a turn into comedy.
No, not quite. Not quite.
It's like Meet the Parents.
you
But
skip
I'm just trying to.
Goodfellas. You skip
I know,
Casino.
classic.
You skip.
Goes without saying. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now, I think early career, now late career.
Right.
Now, can I add Kevin from New York into this conversation?
Please.
Because he has his own this or that, one of which is De Niro. But let's add this third person
Let's hear
into the
it.
conversation.
This,
Kevin.
that, or thus. Hey, Kevin,
Well,
what's
by
up?
the way, if Perry gets his own channel, I'm listening 24/7.
Dude, me too. Perry's just a regular co-host on this show.
Perry's Arcade.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
Perry's.
Yeah, I will say. I was driving on the GW Bridge. I almost made a hard right in the middle of that call. It was a lot.
I love
It
it.
was a lot.
Straight off the GW. I love
anyway.
it. I love it. What do you got for us, Kevin?
So, I have half of what you just said, but mine was Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro.
Oh, ooh.
Wow. So those are three.
I mean, I gotta go Nicholson for me. That's almost easier.
over
I
De
think.
Niro. Oh, you
Over
think
De
that's
Niro.
easier?
I think it's easier because I Jack Nicholson's early stuff. He's so mischievous. He's such like a I don't know. It's just I just feel like he leapt off the screen. 5 Easy Pieces. It's a banger. And then you get A Few Good Men. You get The Departed. You get The Shining. I mean, I go Nicholson all the way, all day, and twice on Sundays. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, but Robert De Niro, you got The Godfather. You got Goodfellas.
That's true.
It goes on and on and
You're
on.
right.
So.
You're right. No, that's true. Nicholson's just weirder, man. He's a weirdo. He's got a weird.
Does the
movies.
scarcity of Nicholson make his career more special than, say, Pacino and De Niro for like the last 15 years? And so that's why we go Nicholson.
Ooh, interesting. Because he got out early?
Yes.
I love how
And he
in
didn't make-
Gruss's world it's scarcity because he doesn't watch anything past 20 years ago.
I mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You got the Batman. You got Chinatown, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to go Nicholson. Again, just because I think Nicholson for me is weirder. I love De Niro. I love De Niro, dude. Absolutely love De Niro. There's no better badass in cinema than De Niro, for sure. When he looks over and in Goodfellas, when he's going to kill that guy and that Cream song starts playing, like, he's just like smoking on that cigarette. Nobody's cooler than De Niro. But I got to go Nicholson. Kevin, what do you think?
I think Jack Nicholson too, and I mean, you're right. He's a little edgier.
He's insane.
He's played a vast variety of people.
Yeah.
I watch him in The Departed, and I love him in The Departed.
Psycho, absolute psycho, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
What about
So
you?
it's like it's 55-45. It's really
yeah,
close. but
agreed.
I agree with you.
But isn't it like-
51-49, I'd say.
But isn't like Pacino all over the place too, with like Son of a Woman to Any Given Sunday? and,
Pacino's
like,
out of control also, but Nicholson is just. I think Nicholson has an edge where he can be like evil in a way that I don't think Pacino can match. Or De Niro, frankly. I mean, Nicholson, I think, just has this like underlying he's a lunatic, dude. He's a maniac.
That's true.
I mean, I think there's a part of Nicholson, Nicholson's acting that feels unhinged and unpredictable in a way that I don't feel like Pacino or De Niro. I mean, De Niro, I would say, is the opposite. De Niro is very controlled. De Niro is very
if what you're saying is neither of them could play, Pacino or De Niro could play the Joker, then you're absolutely right.
yeah,
Jack Nicholson
that's kind
is
of
the
what
only
I'm
one that
getting
could have
to.
pulled that off.
Yeah, like I could see Pacino in The Shining,
Right.
but
But
like,
I could see De Niro in The Departed,
I see
like
De Niro
playing
in
Nicholson.
maybe. But
I think
again,
it has a different tone.
But the fact that Nicholson can do all of it is pretty great.
And to your earlier point
great.
about scarcity, actually, according to the internet, Jack Nicholson is featured in 80 feature films, and Robert De Niro is featured in 70.
But give me like Nicholson in the last 20 years.
That's what
I think that's where
different.
like that's the current
that's true.
scarcity.
You're right.
Yeah.
There's no bad grandpa for Nicholson.
There's no Meet the Parents.
That's
for
true.
Nicholson.
That's true. Kevin, what a great play, my friend. Nick, I love it. I think we're going Nicholson though. I think we go Nicholson.
Me too.
I love it.
I agree.
Thank you. And don't, my friend,
boys.
be careful when you're driving off the. Don't drive off the GW bridge. It's
I'm not going to call. Yeah. Yeah, next Thursday, please don't have Perry call at 1 o'clock.
We'll give him your number.
I'll just say,
we'll
have Perry call you.
I don't want to live in a world where the Goodfellas or Casino doesn't exist. So
those are your rules, dude. We said recast.
Hey, I said you can't recast. So according to those rules.
Okay, I got one for you guys. This or that. Jason Bourne, James Bond. You only get to pick one. Now, keeping in mind,
character,
one franchise, Jason Bourne or James Bond. You only get one. Now, keep in mind, James Bond has had some wacky shit. James Bond, but people like wacky shit. What do you think?
I like Jason Bourne.
Wow.
Give me that American.
Wow.
Oh my God. All right, now give me James Bond.
Way to make it natural.
Yeah,
Fuck, man. Jesus Christ.
Like James Bond, please. Thank you very much. I don't even.
That's insane.
That American. First of all, he's anti-American in some ways.
That's
right. Really pro-American in the grand scheme of things.
Why Jason Bourne?
I mean, the wackiness, as you mentioned, of where James Bond has gone over the decades.
Right. Wait. Please explain, because which James Bond films specifically are wacky to you?
Oh, I love this.
Well, anything that's not Pierce Brosnan.
Wait, be
Pierce
more
Brosnan,
specific.
By the way. Wait, you think Pierce Brosnan was or wasn't wacky?
Pierce Brosnan is my James Bond.
Because one of the villains had diamonds embedded in his face. So what exactly are you saying isn't wacky?
I'm not trying to argue for James Bond here. I'm trying to argue for Jason
You
Bourne.
just called it wacky, though. And I want to know what part of James Bond is wacky to you.
And
the guy with diamonds in his face.
But Craig is not wacky.
And doesn't a guy throw a hat or a shoe?
Oh, Odd Job.
Right.
A shoe.
And isn't there like a lockjaw guy?
Jaws.
Right.
Yeah, Jaws.
None of that exists in the Jason Bourne universe. You have Treadstone. You've got not Claire Danes, Julia Stiles, who's amazing. And it's just you know where the story's going, but Damon does an incredible job with it. And so I'm keeping Jason Bourne.
But then you have the Renner version, which really sinks
which
it.
is really great.
It's, so
it's great.
No, it's
interesting.
It's an atrocity.
Isn't it? Let me ask you a question though. If we're talking about James Bond versus Jason Bourne has always kind of been to me, guys in rooms with bad lighting, like doing kind of like hand-to-hand stuff. Like, isn't it just kind of the same thing over and over? He's trying to find out who Treadstone is. There's no real epicness. There's no real storytelling. It's just kind of like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the first one, I will say, he doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and that's exciting. And he's got that little like thing embedded in his shoulder. And he's like,
but the train station scene is a giant scene where they're not in a tiny hallway fighting.
But he's just kind of running through people, and then he gets on the train and off the train. And then
this is the part that I hate, because I love the Bourne franchise. So I'm not going to. I would never call it wacky.
You would never denigrate.
Yes,
because it's not wacky.
But you call
He does
James
fight with a book, which is cool.
It is super cool. But for you to just sit there and say Bond was wacky and you're only picking Bourne. I know you're half joking because he was giving you the American is the part that I'm like, wait a minute here.
But you love Bond or you love Bourne?
If I had to choose, which this game is forcing me to choose, give me Bond.
Give you Bond. Why?
Better villains.
Better villains is true.
Is the first.
And by the way, we've always said a hero is measured by their villains,
That's right.
dude. That's very true. Actually, you sway me to your side.
Great.
Because I was going to say Bourne because I do like grounded stuff.
As do I.
The action is better. However, I agree with you, man. The villains are better.
Amazing.
The villains are better. You really expect me to talk, Goldfinger? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Right.
That's great, dude.
Isn't the wackiness of someone's painted gold?
You think the Joker's wacky? Do you think the Joker's wacky?
Let's not confuse wackiness with sexiness, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can I run off?
Pulling out his phone.
Can I run off three really quick snap. I just need snap decisions from you, really,
Okay,
really
let's
quick.
hear it.
Sure.
Lightning round.
Bruce Willis, Mel Gibson.
Bruce Willis.
Okay, might disagree because of The Patriot. Jason Statham and The Rock.
The Rock.
Oh, I say Statham.
I say The Rock.
The Rock is, when I heard that he had that thing in his contract where he can't lose a fight, I was like,
Oh, well, I'm not pretending to know any of that stuff.
I'm
not
out.
pretending to know.
Also,
but-
Statham is very, I like, this is actually, I was going to say, I think Statham's funnier, but is he
Definitely
funnier?
No, absolutely not. I'm counting The Rock as the wrestler. Also,
and
that is WWE.
That guy was hilarious.
That was the caveat.
I like them both, but I'm going to go Statham. I'm going Statham.
And then lastly, Seth Rogen, Danny McBride.
This is impossible.
Seth Rogen.
I got to go.
Seth Rogen for me.
That's tough for me. Because for me, like, misplaced confidence is my favorite comedy trope, and that's so Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I'm halfway through Danny McBride's new book.
Oh, right. Short
Thrilling
stories.
Tales of Modern Men. It's great.
Nice.
It's great. You guys, even if you're not a huge book reader, pick up this book. It's really great. He's a great author. It's just great. I'm really loving it. Way to go, Danny McBride. It's a fantastic book.
And part of my thought process of Rogen versus McBride was they're like Pineapple Express or This Is the End, where they're in the same movie together.
And they're so good. Rogen is. I love Rogen. Oh, it's tough, man, because Rogen, I think, I hear The Invite's very good, which is out now in theaters. Rogen, I think McBride is kind of more sharper and plays higher contrast people.
What about The Studio?
But The Studio, the Studio is just a great show. Rogen is just a fantastic actor. I think Rogen's a better actor. And also, I would say, I guess I got to pick Rogen. But Danny McBride is also awesome.
The highs of Eastbound and Down.
Are incredible. Danny McBride has made me laugh way harder, but I love Rogen as kind of a better actor and a writer and producer. And also, he's made me laugh too. And also, Seth Rogen, they're both extremely nice dudes. Seth Rogen took a great picture of me once, and he was so nice. And then I was like, next time I saw him,
that's a factor.
But then I was like, hey, man, can you send me that photo? He was like, oh, yeah, I'll see that. And he sent me and it was so nice.
In that case, I've met Danny McBride. He's super awesome.
And
so
Danny
give me Danny McBride.
And Danny McBride gave me a dick light.
Right.
So they're both great. It's tough, man. But I think I guess I go Rogen. For all, you know what? Because what we're talking about is, to put it in a sports analogy, we're talking about an all-around player versus a surgical, somebody who's really good at one position.
Right.
Versus all around. So I got to go all around.
I'm also now very pro Danny McBride because I love G.I. Joe, and he is writing and directing the new version.
Yes. Okay, I have a couple snaps for you guys. Ready? Aliens or Predator?
Aliens.
I probably keep Aliens.
Okay. Freddy or Jason?
Freddy.
Mike Myers?
Oh, my God. You got to pick one, dude.
I'm
not playing your games.
Freddy?
You're playing my games. Why?
They're both terrifying. All those terrifying movies get put in the same bucket
Freddy
for me.
made me not want to go to sleep.
Yes, dude, me too. Exactly. 100%. Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones?
Breaking Bad. It's not even a question.
Really? Wow.
Do I have to include Better Call Saul?
No, you don't
yes,
have
but
to.
you also have to include House of the Dragon.
Okay, so now
and
you're
House of the
changing
Seven
rules.
Kingdoms. No, I'm just saying franchise. I consider Better Call Saul because a lot of people say Better Call Saul
was terrible.
Oh my!
Right.
All right. This
Because
is not
you've
Rage
included
Takes
Better-
the sequel.
Because you've
Bruce.
included Better
This
Call
is
Saul,
not
I'm
Rage-
taking Game of Thrones
Oh my God!
every single time.
If you make me take Better Call Saul, it's not even as close as it was without it. So
Nothing
this
happened
is
in that show.
Crazy.
I watched that show for 5
I bet
years.
you hate A Few Good
Nothing
Men.
happened.
I bet you hate A Few Good Men.
Why would I watch it? It came out before 1995.
Can we get that caller? What did he say?
I'm loving Gruss's villain era. He's turned into such a villain, man.
Holy.
Wait, so you said Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
Better Call Saul was
okay,
so
what about
bad.
if you don't?
So bad.
It was so bad.
Oh my
I
God.
did not like it. That ranks just below Ted Lasso for me in least enjoyable watches.
Now
Wow.
you're all right.
Wow.
I won't fall for this.
And it's because nothing happens?
I don't think anything really Breaking Bad was so good.
Yes.
Go
And
watch the dub version. Maybe it'll change your mind.
I just thought it was so good and yes, I binged it.
Yes.
so I wasn't waiting week to week, where I just felt with Better Call Saul, waiting week to week, like nothing was happening.
Right.
I was like, I'm stuck in the shut-ins house for 2 hours. And like, what we're talking about, like turning on lights.
By the time they got to Lalo the villain, time they got to Lalo the villain, you weren't intrigued by any of that? The whole cartel involvement and
you love cartels,
like,
dude.
But like, because I thought the Gus Fring on Breaking Bad was so good, I just thought it was a step back.
No,
so like
Lalo was completely different, menacing, a completely different character.
But because it was like a prequel, you knew that like what was going to happen.
That made it even better.
We're back in the thing where he hates prequels. But he hates prequels.
I like what I like.
We know. We know.
Now I have one last snap one, but now with everything I've said, I've really learned, which I should already know, but I've really learned this episode. You guys are not nerds and you don't care about nerd shit. Because I was going to say X-Men versus Avengers. That was my big end.
Oh, I care about that.
Okay, good. All right.
I like strong that.
Because, you know, Doomsday, the trailer came out.
It's setting up
I haven't seen it. A lot of people hated the trailer, especially after the Odyssey, where it's like, oh, this. But I haven't seen it. I'm really looking forward to Avengers Doomsday. I was going to say Avengers X-Men.
Yeah,
like, what do you?
It's X-Men all day for me.
Wow.
Same here.
Why? I'm kind of surprised, especially for you, Gruss. I was shocked.
Well, that was the cartoon growing up as a kid in the 90s.
Wow.
Was the
have you
X-Men
seen
cartoon.
the new one, X-Men 97?
I've not watched
It's
that
amazing.
Yet.
Dude,
it's amazing.
Really good.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. I mean, I would put it up there against almost any other comic book property. It's
like,
really fun.
I agree.
The amount of X-Men cards I have at home.
Same.
Nice.
Same.
Wow.
Like bundles.
Holy shit.
Same.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know this.
Omega Red, one of the
Omega
best
Red?
villains.
Oh, the tentacles?
Yes,
Insane.
exactly.
Dude, the amount the needle is swung for me with Gruss on this episode, it has been all the way I hate you, and now, dude, I love you.
Broken clock is right twice.
The concern I have because of my preference over X-Men is
no, wait a second. Now he's going to ruin it.
I am worried. Wolverine is the best.
Wolverine's great. By the way, they're coming out with the Wolverine video game. It looks dope.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm a little concerned. I didn't love Wolverine going goofy with Deadpool. I didn't love that.
I didn't see it.
In the comics, though, it's a great tandem.
It is a great tandem.
And so I'm concerned as to what presence does Wolverine play in Doomsday, Secret Wars? Because like you can hear about all these different casting rumors, or is Jackman still doing it? I think he's such a great character. I don't want him to be sidelined, but I don't know how you reboot that, so I'm very intrigued as to what the future of Wolverine looks like.
Did you like
in the universe?
The X-Men Origins, the first Wolverine movie?
Yeah.
Oh, you see, that movie was not good. And
I don't hate
and I think any version of Wolverine, even this goofy one that he's describing, is better than that version. So
I mean, it is interesting, and you know, it does bring up the fact, like, can they recast Wolverine? If they recasted him, would it fit? I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, one thing I think about is Reacher. It's like Tom Cruise, his Reacher movie was great. It was fun. Those were fun. But you know, Alan Ritchson as Reacher is just a different breed because he embodies the physical thing of Reacher. And such a big thing in the comics with Wolverine is he's small.
Right.
So small. I mean, Colossus throws him, right? Like the fastball special. That's part of it. So, you know, and Hugh Jackman is not a small guy. So
but he's not. What is he, like 5'10"? That's where, like, I think,
but
like,
it's not really seen as. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think if you were to recast Wolverine and you went small, that could be an interesting thing. But I don't know. But I will say, in terms of X-Men versus Avengers, I'm shocked you guys picked X-Men.
Really?
I love it because, again, going back to Star Wars, Star Trek, X-Men really dealt with more social issues.
Yes.
Because, you know, mutants and, you know, racism and that stuff.
It's more grounded.
It's more grounding, yeah. And again, it's kind of like it like that whole thing about being an outcast, I think really spoke to me as a kid reading comic books. I saw myself in the X-Men a lot because, you know, being a nerd before the internet, you just felt like the only person out there who liked this stuff. So,
and again, the villains were more complex.
villains are great. Oh my God. Magneto is just one of the greatest villains of all time.
Sinister.
Sinister. And yeah, Mr. Sinister. And also just, even Wolverine is not a great guy. I mean, he's kind of, he's
anti-hero.
An anti-hero. Yeah.
But also you had an X-Men video game in the 90s and you did not, I don't think you really had an Avengers one. So like every arcade was like, oh, you're playing the X-Men game.
Also, like the Avengers weren't really a huge thing before the movies. I mean, the Avengers weren't. I mean, yes,
they were kind of goofy. Talk about goofy.
Yeah, like there were the West Coast Avengers that had like
yeah.
Wonder Man and Tigra and all these. But and so really, the movie made the Avengers a bigger team. Like all those people, like Captain America, Iron Man, kind of all had their own stuff happening.
Right.
Like, whereas X-Men was always the school, Professor X.
Yes.
And
Well, then are you taking DC or Marvel?
Oh, come on.
Wait, we don't have time for this, dude. We do not have time. This is a future episode, DC or Marvel. But yeah, thank you everyone for calling in. And of course, you can always leave us a message, 855-266-2604, or leave us a comment on YouTube. Thank you to Perry. Thank you to Chad. Thank you to Kevin. Thank you to everybody calling in. And of course, for Eduardo Perez, Andrew Gruss, and myself, we will see you all next week. Bye.